That's the train station in Dubai. See, that's the let me see the skyline. That's the metro coming out of there. How do they do? How do they do that their town is so beautiful? Now that is Europe. In Europe, for us, they work far, but see, all these useless boys come and spray something on the train in the night. We don't want to follow those, because I think it's the equivalent of pasting all those things that we paste here. And it's very, very often, very, very often. I think that abroad, people wash the floor, they wash the building. There's a building where my office is in the UK. They actually wash those buildings. I've seen them bring a spray. You see all this dirt on the floor, on the wall. Anybody that built this building should have thought, okay, I'm going to clean the building. It will be part of the plan. And it shouldn't be very expensive. And that's the reason why we are here today. Oyibo man has devised so many things in order to make life easier, to make life neater, cleaner. And they say that is what development is about. Somebody said, look, we will not build this wall except we can maintain it. We will not build Abuja National Stadium except we can maintain it. We should move far beyond the issue of, oh, we're big, this is, we're big. They must know, oh God, they must know. Can you maintain it? Your essence of your seminar, of your conference today is about sustainability. Don't put your child in Corona school where they are paying $, except you can only maintain it. If you don't tell a child in European school where they are paying $, and then you're running from pillar to post, it doesn't make sense. As a country as well, except you can maintain it. That's one of the golden principles. That's the office I'm talking about. I have an office on the first floor of it in the UK. And they wash this building. All of this, otherwise it will take color. You see that they bring the spray like this, and they're spraying it. All the dirt is just coming down and washing it. So it's not every time you have to paint the building. It's not every time you need a major infrastructural listing. Now look at this. So see, as a young man working in Lagos in those days, I always remember I stay around the sun. And during rainy season, I'll be inside the bus at the back there somewhere. And when we're passing, you will see this small photo, just a small crack in the ground. I'll be looking at that crack. The next day it's expanded. You know that crack? Oftentimes, before you know it, it cuts off that road. It was a small crack. I swear to God, a lot of those cracks, they just start like small, like this. Then the water begins to enter, tire goes inside out. Small. Any big, this thing you see out there, it was once small. That takes us somewhere. The point is, all of these, they were once small little cracks. Small little cracks. I think there's a creed, especially for those administrative managers in public sector. Maybe there's a creed that you guys have signed that you will never maintain something when it's small. You wait until in Nigeria, and I put it to you and I challenge you. Because that's how it's become. If you can fix a small crack, why would you wait for an entire road to cut? And I realized that one of the problems is that nobody takes responsibility. Everybody, there's what they call the silo mentality. It is a famous job, don't go there. One day, I went to carry my children from school, about 5-6 years ago, and in the road to their school, there was this small crack. And you know, I now started looking at this crack. It was increasing, eating up the road. And I remember this thing that I said about Lagos, when I was in Lagos. And I realized that the reason why that crack was there was that some people living around there, when they wash their cars, the water flows to the road, and when you get to that junction, it doesn't turn inside the gutter, it comes on the road. And so a crack started. So that day I didn't have much money. I now parked, I told my driver, so I got, there's a guy there that sells goat meat. I told him to help me mobilize some laborers from somewhere. For 600 naira, I got them to dig that gutter a little bit more so that water will flow. It so happens that that school is inside the church, and the church is a very large one, somewhere in Nigeria. And people will come to church morning, night, evening, Sunday, this service, that service, and everybody will just pass, and everybody, your time will go like this hour. Everybody was just passing. And when I was telling someone that this is what they say, you are lucky they didn't catch you. If government catches you, they will arrest you. They will say, what's your business coming to do the road? And it is true. So if people saw me there, you will arrest me back. The thing is that the local government chairman actually, in fact, the chairman of FEMA lives on that street. Lagos expressway, Lagos expressway at some time. Of course, it leads to this kind of pilot where we need to have, if we need an environment that become like this, certainly we have to get through. So when this happens to violence. Now these are the streets of the UK. A lot of it is cobblestone, the streets of London. Now this is about which material do you want to use, given your peculiarities. If it's cobblestone, one of the golden principles of maintenance is that what materials are you using. Now, I'll show you this. You see that this white something on the wall, that plastic, does a better job than the paint. Equally, it doesn't be maintained, but it's looking a bit more saggy. Am I right or not? Alright. So, this white something is a bit more saggy than the painting. So, one of the things you must do apart from the issue of maintenance is to say from the onset, what materials am I going to put to use? If the rod will not be maintained, let's not use the rod. I'll tell you. If it was a white man, it's good. It doesn't matter if it's ordinary cement. But when you come there, is it neat? Can we maintain it? Can we sustain it? By tweaking here and there, you can. Do you know these chairs could have never been plastic? The plastic rather than cloth. And because it's cloth now, it's a lot faded. Now, if I want to use cloth, the thing is this cloth that you can change? Now, in the streets of Kenya, there's what they call matatus. Matatus are their own damn fools. And people will tell you about the matatus of Kenya. They are crazy that they say, I've never seen anything. Do you know the matatus of Kenya? For every passenger seat, this kind of seat, inside the damn they put a white cloth on top. Here it's only when you go to all those expensive parties that you see that. They put a white cloth which they remove every night and wash and put a new one. The Danfos of Kenya. All of them without exception. We don't have to go to Europe or Dubai to get the examples. In fact, increasingly, more of us should begin to go to Lagos now. Lagos, the guy is moving some of their taxes. But it's a tough call. It's very, very tough. But then at least, if you achieve anything, you have to start from somewhere. You have to start from somewhere. Now this is the drainage of Abuja. On the streets of Abuja, these things should be covered. We don't know who has removed almost everything. It's by the side of the road. Now this one will almost fly all the time. In fact, it can cause accident. We don't know who has removed all the covers of the drainages in Abuja. Nobody is saying anything. Somebody said they removed it to go and sell as spare to ironmongers or whatever they think. We don't know who removed them. If somebody is speeding and too very close, this can bust your tire easily. How about this part of the office I was showing you earlier? Look at how they go and use colors. This is inside. To create a great here and make sure that it's doing. But it's not all bad news. That's the NCC office in Abuja, one of the best maintained offices. If you go in there, they're doing a fairly good job, I must say. Okay? So I'm not here to come and fool everybody's idea. NCC is fairly well maintained. We can help them, and we can also learn from them. I don't know how they do it. So that's the medical center. Look at this. This is the new area 10 police. Area 10 Abuja. They did this thing, then now, it's this same kind of material that people are using now. Look at that, easy to clean. And you know, we would love every once in a while to get there, and you know, the area commander or the commissioner would have instructed that, oh yeah, my guy, go up, get that equipment. You need to clean the thing from up to down. You don't need to do that maybe more than once in 3 months, and you continue to maintain it. But let's not focus on the facade. What about the inside? The inside. That's the police. That's the police. Only maybe more on the police need to look like. That would be great, sir. This is one of the airports that the minister, even though embarking now, they are been refurbishing. But of course, we are not given at the fact that those he has tried on the ambience and the outlook of our airports. Of course, the other issues of corruption going on in there, wrong choices, emphasis on the wrong things. Okay, fine. But at least that's not a very good one. This one is the new airport. And I remember that the new airport used to be, when you go there in those days, like 1940s throwback. They put your, there's no conveyor belt there, they put your load on one leg like that, and now carry it yourself. This is MMA2. I did a very good job, but if you go to MMA2 today, you realize that, you see all those lights? All these lights here, and they're having a block of dust off. But your man will not put that thing there, except you can reach it and clean it. Another of our airport there, well made. That's the Singapore airport. That's the street of that Zaire Express Road in Dubai. You can see, I don't know how those ones do it, can just when you go there, you get this part. So I believe that was achieved as well. And that's the Enugu airport. As a national mosque. So what's there to say? How much time have I spent? Okay, I still have some time. Okay. Now, so what's there to say? Now, I think I would have to throw back a bit to the issue of better application of resources, optimum results, building resources, increasing demand. So, demands are increasing for our public infrastructure, utilities. The resources to maintain them, they are not there. So, if you ask me, number one, like I said before, you have to choose what materials you want to use. The world is full of several options. Even though we are very import intensive, the agility would have been to create materials that fit our own environment ourselves. We don't have to be buying them from China, from wherever. We can create them ourselves. But fine, okay, that looks like a long journey. Among the materials that are available, we have to choose which best fits our environment. Resources are dwindling. And therefore, we don't have to continue behaving as if we have all the time and resources on our hand in the world. So, how do you ensure you manage these resources? Number one, you set your rules, you enforce your rules. And it's easy to do. You only have to be assertive. I realize that one of the things that stops us is fear. If somebody build this place and say, look, anybody that will use this place, these and these and these and these and these are the rules of using it. Otherwise, lock the place up. Lock it up. Let's know that if it's not in use, it's not in use. People will conform to a large extent. What we have seen thus far is a scenario where everybody behaves like he's the king here. And nobody, people just don't care about the, about what they do. So if you are going to set your rules, you ready to enforce your rules. Rules are useless except they are enforced. Make up your mind to maintain. Maintenance. We should quit all this, we don't have maintenance culture thing. If we can take care of our personal bodies, then we can take care of our environment, we can take care of public utilities. But you have to ensure that you have made up your mind to maintain. If nobody is doing it, do it yourself. And sanction whoever is not supposed to do it, is supposed to do it. I know that public service is a bit more tricky, but hey, what are we afraid of? So the person who's supposed to do it happens to be from the vice president backyard. Let him do his job. And you know what, let me tell you, some of our leaders, they also need help, and they would appreciate. If the person is from the vice president, is that, and all that stuff, you know, the vice president himself may actually thank you for doing the right thing. Because he can't be there all the time. A lot of people go around with hubris. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Me, I'm not interested in stories. What needs to be done needs to be done. People should do things right. You go to some of our ministries, the cobwebs all over the place, and he's on the way to the PAMSEC's office. What's up the PAMSEC? You're calling home and say, oh, come and treat this here. I'm standing here right now. Do it now. It doesn't matter. And let me not even talk about our federal. In fact, the other day I went to the federal secretariat. As I was going out, one man went in and was climbing the stairs. I think the security was telling him, "Oga, come down. Where are you going?" This and that. Maybe he didn't. By the time I was on my way out of the building, there was a fisticuff going on, as in physical fight between the security and that man. In our federal secretariat, in a country that is looking for tourists and foreign investors. I went to Bullet House the other day. I was going to see the PAMSEC of youth, Dr. Lapa. One boy was sitting down on the ledge in the reception, and the music was playing, and the guy was shouting at the top of his lungs, "Kokros okay, Cheko Wale, Cheko okay." I said, "My friend, you first of all come down from there." You people have to assert yourselves more. It's for your own good. If not for anything, some positive hormones will release inside you, make you go out there and conquer and achieve other things. You can't be living and working in your environment, in your different offices, and you're afraid of doing the right thing. Okay, if you're afraid of people seeing you, do it softly. But what is clear is that the country must change. And in fact, we don't need all the resources in the world in order to change the country. Truth. And apart from that, the time is running out. So, don't wait for a teaching time saves now. Don't wait for large invention. Citizen policing, I think that's how we're going to end. Citizen policing, we all should assist. Like I said before, when President Jonathan wants to go out to the airport, and this for 2 hours, you will help me clear the road first. So the man doesn't know what kind of thing. He doesn't know what's going on. The entire airport stretch. You know, when the Ambassador was there, he had this B2. Those days, I remember, 1999, 2000. Once in a while, you just think about it, it works fast. You just, had a ski. We just enter that B2 and start driving. Then security people will go around and enter their own car before the whole people don't know where it's going now. When I was to go and see his girlfriend, and he just want to see the town. My papa had a B2 we used to use. But of course, you know, the environment has changed. But before it changed, what happened? Now everybody will cry on the boogeyman of terrorism. I'm afraid I cannot be seen outside. And so we're seeing a scenario where the real people who we discuss and we say, oh, they should fix this, fix that, they are casing themselves in more and more, protecting themselves from the same society that we are expecting them to fix on our behalf. And therefore, what happens? The duty is me and you. If not for anything, let's compare ourselves to the rest of the world. Let us know that time is running out. Let us have the world view of ourselves. When we go out there, it's not enough to mount, oh, I'm black and proud, I'm Nigeria, I'm proud, we're a great country, great people, good nation, all this kind of stuff. Let's move on from rhetoric and mere mantras. Let us know that whatever has been done in the rest of the world, and increasingly in Africa, we can also replicate it here. Let us also understand that over and above anything, our public utility is what speaks for us and the people the most. People will not mind whether you build the biggest mansion, the most beautiful mansion in the world, personally for yourself. You will be judged. You will be judged by how your public utility is used, how they look. And more, the world is now thinking about making life easier for the lowest of people amongst us. So the standard and the quality and the ease of access to those public utilities that will give our people the better testimonial that we're writing for ourselves. The opposite of it, if you ask me, is doom. So let us make up our minds. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Mr. Fasua.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think Mr. Fasua deserves another applause. While the very busy